my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys on how to cover up your acne and acne scars and little bumps on your forehead. So this is how my skin looks like right now. So this is before and this is after. Generally, I'd suggest you guys to not put even a drop of foundation or any sort of makeup on active acne. Now this is how active acne looks like. I know this is not very noticeable because I have makeup on top of it, but that's generally what I would suggest. But if you have any photo shoot or if you have to go for a function and if you have to have full face of makeup on, this video is just for you. I'll say this again, please don't put any makeup on active acne because let it breathe. If you clog your pores with makeup, you might have even more acne after the existing ones. This tutorial is mainly based only on the base, on the skin, not on the eyes or the lips. If you guys want to see how to achieve the eye makeup or the lips, you can go follow me on Instagram, which is at Sroachbeauty. There's a tutorial on my Instagram about it. But this video, which is the YouTube video, is mainly focused only on the base and nothing else. If you want to see how to cover acne scars, active acne or little bumps on your face with makeup, then please keep on watching. So as I mentioned before, I'm having a little trouble skin right now, and as you guys can see, I have active acne on this side of my cheek and more acne scars on this side of cheeks. There are no acne, it's just the marks from the previous acne I've been having, and then a little bumps on my forehead. So before starting off with makeup, make sure that your skin prep is good. So I exfoliated with the Wild Organic Home Coffee Beans and Vanilla Beans Brightening and Lightening Face Pack. So this is what I use before. It doesn't lighten your skin in any shape or form. It will just brighten it up. So that's what I use before this coffee scrub. I really like it. It brighten up my face so well. And then on top of that, to moisturize, I use the Wild Organic Home Skin Repair Serum. Already my skin is going through so much. I needed this. This is a skin repair serum, and I got this a few days back and I've been using it since then, and I've been really liking it. And I feel it has improved my texture a lot. Make sure if you have oily skin, you go more with a gel based moisturizer. And if you're dry skin like me, you can either use an oil or you can use even a cream based moisturizer, very thick cream based moisturizer, so that your face is well moisturized before you go on with makeup. So now we are done with skincare. Let's start with makeup. So I'm just starting off with a primer first. I'm not going to use any silicone based primers because those kind of primers clog your pores, and my pores are already been clogged this side, so I don't want to disturb them anymore. So I'm going to use more hydrating primer. This is the Nyx Total Control Drop Primer, and I'm just going to take a bit of it and apply it on my face. Also, a step which is very important prior to skincare or makeup is sanitizing your hands. I didn't mention this before, but I did sanitize my hands before I started off with my skincare. So make sure that you sanitize your hands well before you start with makeup, because there are already bacteria growing on your face, you're having breakouts already, you don't want them more. So sanitize well before it. Make sure your hands are clean and your face is clean as well. Now starting off with makeup, I'll first conceal the whole area where I have active acne. This I can deal with later, which are just acne scars and a little bumps. So first I'll just start with the active acne. So I'm just taking this MAC Pot Concealer in the shade MW40. This is a little darker to my skin tone, and it's before foundation, so I don't mind that. So I'm just gonna take that on my finger, on my ring finger, and just dabbing that on top of my active acne. And then I'll just take a kabuki brush. This is the PAC 265 brush, and I'll just blend this out. Elsewhere where I have a little bit of redness, I'll apply it there as well. So my forehead is a bit red, not as much as my cheek area, but I'm just gonna apply it there as well. So if you want to cover your acne, make sure that you use a little higher coverage foundation and don't go with a light coverage foundation. Although I'm going to be using a light coverage foundation today is just because I really like the way this foundation sits on my face and it hydrates my face. So I'm just going to be using this, and I'll be mixing a concealer along with it to make the coverage more higher. So I'm just going to be using the Nykaa SkinGenius foundation in the shade Warm Sand. This is my all-time favorite. If you guys have been here on my channel or on my Instagram for a while, you know I love this. So I'm just taking this on back of my hand. And I'm taking some Sroachbeauty concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Honey. I've been loving this concealer a lot. If you have dry skin and if you want a hydrating concealer, this concealer is really good. I'm just gonna mix these two, warm this up on the back of my hand, and start by dotting it on my face. And start blending out the foundation. So I'm done blending out my foundation, and as you guys can see, the acne scars are mostly covered and my active acne are covered as well, and so are the bumps on my forehead. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take the same concealer and conceal those little areas right here which foundation didn't cover. Spray the setting spray with some Fix Plus because it has dried down. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this area as well. So as you guys can see, my scars are completely covered, but my active acne, there are some bumps which you cannot cover. Like whatever products you apply, no matter how much makeup you apply, the bumps will show because they are bumps. You can always make sure that the redness is gone and it's less noticeable, because if I tilt my face, my acne scars are not something where your attention goes first. So now your next step is that you conceal your under eyes. Now I'm using the same Sroachbeauty concealer. I'm taking the same sponge and blending all of it. So as you guys can see, I'm concealed and I'm ready for some powder. And before moving on to powder, there's one step I completely forgot to tell you guys. It's a step which comes before makeup, that is to clean your brushes and clean your sponges, because if you don't and you keep using the same brush and same sponge, the bacteria will pass and you will get acne. So before the sponge touched my face, I made sure it was clean and sanitized. So now coming to powder, make sure that the powder you use, no matter if it's loose or if it's pressed, make sure that it matches your foundation shade. So the powder I'm going to be using is this Maybelline White Super Fresh Compact Powder in the shade Shell. It's completely broken from inside, but it's one of the pressed powders I really love using. And I'm using the PAC concealer brush in the shade 219. This is a concealer brush, but I really like packing on my powders with this. Only under the eyes though. And I'm just making sure there are no crease lines, and I'm just pressing this powder under my eyes. So because this brush is very precise, I'll use this on top of my acne scars and acne as well to really focus on that area and making sure the powder sits there perfectly. So now that we're done focusing the powder on the targeted areas, we can just go on with a fluffy brush and go all over the face with the same powder. So now I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the shade 20 and just taking that powder and baking under my eyes. So now I'm done with my eye makeup as well. If you want to see how I got this eye makeup look, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram at Sroachbeauty. And if you want to see more tutorials, more hacks and all of that, make sure you follow me there. So now coming back to the base, I'm just gonna dust off the excess powder under my eyes. So now coming to adding dimension in your face, which is by contouring a blush and highlight. Make sure you don't apply blush or contour on your active acne. On your acne scars it's fine because it's already covered and it's flat area, but here there are bumps on your face, so make sure you don't contour or apply blush there if you have to, because if it's right on your cheek, then just a little but not too much. Don't go with a lot of it, and then just do your usual contouring and highlighting, but make sure that you don't do it in that particular area where you have your active acne, is because then it will show up even more and it will look even more obvious. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my PAC 112 brush, and I'm gonna be using Though these lashes are not sticking properly today. I don't know, there's something wrong with these lashes today, but I love them so much. They're the best. So now I'm just gonna take the PAC 112 brush, and I'll just be taking the Wet n Wild bronzing and highlighting palette. So I'm just gonna like touch this area mostly and not touch where I have acne. So I'm just gonna apply some bronzer here. So it gives little dimension but not too much. So now do the same thing with blush. Just apply a little bit on your cheeks and make sure that you don't apply it on your pimples, but if you have to because it's right there, just apply a tad bit. So before applying highlighter, I'll just spritz my face with this fixing spray from MAC. So now while my face is drying from the setting spray, I'm just gonna take the PAC sponge and I'm just making sure that everything is nicely blended in. So yes, I'm done with the tutorial and this is how my skin looks like, and as you guys can see, my acne scars are completely covered and my active acne are not very noticeable. So I hope that you guys like this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and also if you have any more suggestions, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you want to see how I got this eye makeup look and my lips, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram, which is at Sroachbeauty. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.